Hi, I'm Liz Peters, and I have been going into organisations to train leaders in improvisation for many years. Improvisation is creating something without a script, creating it live in the moment using only the things that you have available to you. So what we focus on with leaders is the skills, the mechanics behind it. Because the skills that allow someone to go on stage and create an entire show with nothing are the same skills that leaders need as well. So here is why improvisation can make you a better leader.
Adaptability.
The ability to be comfortable with uncertainty and adaptable to change is one of the strongest predictors for success in business. And improvisation is a hotbed training ground for learning how to deal with the unexpected. Let's just compare for a moment two different kinds of mindset. So one is the scripted mindset and the other is the improvised mindset. So a leader with a scripted mindset, they make a plan and they execute the plan. And then when life throws a curveball in or a variable changes and the plan is derailed, they falter because it's not any longer the plan. And when they falter, they don't know how to lead as well. The improvised mindset, however, that leader has developed the skills of dealing with the unexpected, being adaptable. They already have worked those skills so that when they need them, they're already there. Learning to improvise is learning resilience, being able to bounce back quickly when things don't go the way we expected. I'm not saying don't make a plan. That would be a terrible idea, and you would be a very bad CEO if you never ever made a plan. However, when the plan hits a snag, improvisation training is your cushion. It gives you the open-mindedness and the flexibility to be able to reframe problems and find solutions.
Teamwork and collaboration.
Every great leader knows that the people they lead ultimately determine the success or failure of any venture. So they need to bring out the best in people, create an environment that allows people to excel. And this is the same with improvisation. A great improviser elevates the team's performance above their own and they drop the ego. You look good by making your partner look good. You set the team up for success. And so leaders that consistently demonstrate improvisational behaviors, which is listening, accepting reality and building on that, making clear decisions and communicating effectively. Leaders that consistently demonstrate those skills create trust and loyalty in their teams. And this means engagement. You then have a team that is energized and empowered, a team that follows because they want to, not because they have to. And that is gold.
Communication.
People can't be inspired or motivated by an idea if they don't understand it. So improvisation gives you a lot of practice in learning to unambiguously communicate what is important. Because you're constantly taking ideas that only ever existed in your head and making them real for a person on the stage with you. This is great practice for learning to convey your mission, your sense of purpose clearly and put it out there so you can inspire people to follow you.
Innovation.
Good leaders need to be able to think expansively, outside the box, come up with fresh ideas, brainstorm new possibilities. And we do this much better when we're playing. Innovation comes from a freedom of possibility, not from sitting here and working hard on the problem and I'm sure I'll come up with the answer this way. Improvisation is relearning how to play. And by playing, we can have better ideas, more ideas, surprising ideas, and you never know what can come from that.
Decision making.
In improv, you have to make decisions and you have to make them fast. If you don't make a decision, nothing happens. And this is the same with leadership. You need to make decisions, you need to make things happen. But you can have a hard time doing that because of the fear of getting it wrong. if we're too stuck on a fear of failure, we don't move forward. We're trapped because we don't want to go this way or that way because it might be wrong. And this is not how you move forward, and this is not how you lead. You have to be able to be bold, to take some risks. If we don't take any risks, nothing happens. We don't change, we don't innovate, nothing changes. So improvisation teaches us to embrace failure. Ooh, notice what happens inside you when I say that. Ooh, we don't want to embrace failure. Ooh, no, we don't like the sound of that. Fair enough. None of us want to fail. But the reality is that failure is a necessary part of success. Failure happens all the time, but it's how you deal with failure that is important. Learning to re-engineer your response to failure is a key skill for leadership. And improvisation teaches us to be resilient, to accept failure, to reframe it as a gift and find new possibilities from it. Our whole world is full of little mini disasters that could have been thrown in the bin as failures, but were in fact reframed, re-engineered to be something quite positive instead. For example, the post-it note, the adhesive on the post-it note was originally designed for the airline industry. Now, I wouldn't want my airline stuck together with the glue from a post-it note, but it took someone to recognize the failure of this terrible glue and see the opportunity that it presented. That takes a certain kind of mindset, and improvisation helps bring that mindset. We embrace failure, we re-engineer it, we see mistakes as a potential for new possibilities. Improvisation is practicing communication, resilience, and flexibility in a safe environment so that when you need those power tools in your working life, you already have access to them. It's also hugely uplifting and incredibly fun, which is as good a reason as any to do it, because let's be honest, being a leader is really, really stressful, and we all need a laugh, don't we? So I hope you found that useful. That is a brief introduction into how improvisation can help us become better leaders. But this is not theoretical. You can't learn it from a video. You need to get in there and get it into your bones. So why not give it a go? Thanks so much for watching. I'm Liz Peters. You can find out more at lizpeters.com and subscribe here for more videos. Have a lovely day.